Okay, Marco, this is Dennis, and I'm here to review your swing and your lessons and primarily what we're working on. So on day one, I like to get a good understanding of the big picture so you know exactly what we're trying to do. And we'll do this. Now the club, let's start with the setup. The club should be angled more this way. Your hands and your weight should always be forward of the ball when the ball's on the ground. Okay, so it would help you to move your hands further forward, and I'm going to give you a look at that setup here. Like that. So there you could see you could look at this video on the left and practice that in your setup, because that is the position that you have to be in when you hit the ball. Your hands have to be in front of the club head. Like that. That's the angle that we need to have the club hit down. Your hands are behind the ball there. So that's going to be a big change for you to get used to, that and coming closer to your driver. Your hand should be just about over there at the top of that line I've drawn and not back there, okay? So try your best to get used to that. And when you make your backswing, you don't want your left arm to fold. Your club is very, very long in length. Your swing is very long, and the longer it gets, the harder it is to control it. So if you were hitting a 7-iron like this, that would probably be as far as you want to go. And you notice the extension on his left arm there. Okay. So let's try to shorten that backswing to about there, and let's try to keep the left arm as extended as we possibly can. Okay, we're going to continue working on that tomorrow, but all this extra motion of the club, and when it gets to be your driver, it's really long. That's all harder for you to control. And when you come down, we're going to try to work on getting that left arm extended into the ball. And that will kind of look like this. Okay, that's really the groundwork for what the basis of your learning in golf is, that as soon as you learn that you don't throw the club at the ball, but that we control it by the body moving forward and the left arm extended and the hands always in front of the ball. This is what we were doing in chipping. When you learn to chip, you're basically learning to hit a golf ball. Okay, anytime the shaft is angled in this direction, you cannot hit down consistently. So you want to pull the handle forward and not throw the head of the club at the ball. That will allow you to look more like this and not as much like this. So number one rule for you in the beginning days of your golf hobby here is that you want to get rid of that look. You see how close her arms are together, and you see how extended her left arm is. Okay, that's going to help you a lot. Now, we will also add this follow through that you see her doing right here. but basically you're playing golf with all arms and hands and no body motion. So we got the gap between the knees here closed, and you can see that this is still wide open, and this left arm is very, very bent. And that habit is the one that we immediately want to get rid of to make you more consistent at golf. So before we go any further, we put our hands in front of the ball, we keep the arm extended, we shorten the backswing, and then as you come down, we much shorten the backswing, 65–70% shorter on your backswing. So you would almost want to feel like you're thinking 1/3 of your swing on this side and 2/3 of your swing over on this side. Right now it's about 3/4, 1/4. Okay, so we go, that would be the end. Just try to get the left arm as extended as you possibly can. And that will shorten that backswing. When you shorten that, then we learn to drive our body through on the downswing. See, that's what I call throwing the club at the ball and not moving the body, where she's pulling the handle of the club. So what happens is that the body had the way that's described often in golf is the dog wags the tail. The inside moves the outside. So you can see as she comes down, her lower body goes forward, forward, forward. She keeps turning and pulling on that handle. Everything stops here for you right now, and we're just throwing the club at it. So the arm looks like that. And that's a very, very inconsistent way to play. So we're going to try to get you with the fundamentals of knowing what arm extension is into the ball. And that's going to help you a lot, Marco, really feeling like you can get that consistency that you lack right now. See, that's the arm is too upright. It should be on the level with the shoulders here. It should be extended. And then as you come down, it'll make a big difference in your consistency. It also comes from way outside the ball. We're going to keep working on this tomorrow, but I really want to get you inside. I want to get the body involved and the left arm extended. Okay, those would be the big three. Is the left arm extended, the body starting to drive so that this comes up off of the ground. And I get it, we're going to learn to hit a little bit more from what we call inside the ball. And that means, so you're not confused with this, would mean this. Everything from here over to you is called the inside. Everything out here is called the outside. We want to get away from the outside, and we want to teach you from swinging the club to the inside, from the inside a little bit more. Posture, we're going to straighten the knees a little bit and stick the seat out. We don't want that arm to fold at all. We really want to keep it really across on the same angle as the chest, not up here and folded. And then as you come down, we're going to learn to use the body through the ball a little bit more. Okay? Because right now, with the way you're starting, you can see how really steep that is. Let me show you a different look at this. So what we'd like to do for you, Marco, is that as a new player, you want to develop the habits as much as you possibly can. And you can see how much of a different angle his club is on there, where his hands are way back here and your hands have committed out here, but his golf club is coming down basically with the left arm extended on a 45-degree angle, and with the left arm breaking down, we're on a 70-degree angle coming down. So that's kind of what the whole wrap up for you would be, is to get your arms coordinated with your body, swinging a little bit more from the inside, and get the club to come down on a better angle. Okay, so we're going to pick right up there tomorrow, and We'll see you at 9:15.